will be the home for yet another tune-up for the four-time World Cup champions Germany. We'll take a look at the starting 11 for Germany. 4 changes from their thrilling win over Switzerland in Basel a few days ago.
And for the Ghanaians, they make just 2 changes. In goal, Benjamin Asare comes in. Kojo Apong comes into that center back position.
One of the 3 Switzerland goals. Wirtz getting out of trouble. Switching the point of attack is Stieler. Wirtz setting it through. It's Kai Havertz peeling it back. Good opportunity, and it's just wide for Voltemata. And the first sign of life from Germany in the attacking third tonight.
We saw them bleed goals against Austria. This is good movement off the ball from Kai Havertz, and this should be in the back of the net. At the very least, hitting the target. Nick Voltemata is just kind of a reflection of what his time in the Premier League has been like.
Wins the first, back across, and the shot is blocked in front before it could reach Benjamin Asare. As Ghana trying to break quickly through Prince Adu and company. Kimmich, delicious looking ball. Asare got a touch to it, it's loose in front, still pinballing around, it's Jonathan Todd, he sends it over the crossbar. Looking for a second goal in 2 games. It sat up ever so nicely for this, and it will be a corner.
Hagelman on the sideline is just trying to figure out how this hasn't found the back of the net. Asare is a little bit late off his line, but in the end it proves to be.
Certainly a little surprised that Germany haven't been able to find their way through just yet. Here's another look at that Asare save on Jonathan Tah. He just barely got a foot to it.
It's just a game of pinball. Everyone just throwing their bodies on the line, and Asare just gambles.
Able to convert on the few chances that they have been able to create. That continues to be the concern for German supporters heading into this World Cup, as that ball in behind is a delicious one for Voltemata. Leaves it for Florian Wirtz. But the offside flag is up. It was on the initial run from Voltemata. And that'll deny Florian Wirtz his 5th goal involvement in 2 games.
I want you to watch the secondary run. So Voltemata does a good job. He's trying to stretch that back line. You can see he's slightly ahead of that last center back. But it's the awareness of Florian Wirtz. Seeing where the space is to come and support the big man up top. Takes his shot really, really well. It's unfortunate. You get a chance to see a great view of it.
Probably some of the other lines that we've seen drawn in World Cup has been in magnificent form and currently has the club in 3rd place in the Bundesliga. As he gets his first half warm-up in. Here's Brown. And Asare wasn't able to get there, and there was no run being made at the back post as Gross trying to keep it in and avoid the challenge, only able to do the former.
If you're playing against, let's say, Spain, your France's, your Portugal's,
Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina's, right. When you continue these moments in transition, they're going to punish you. And if you can continuously concede those chances, they're going to punish you on a repeated basis. And so then the pressure really becomes, can your Wirtz, can your Gnabry's, and guys on the pitch today, Havertz, Voltemata, can they finish off chances to give you that go-ahead?
Here's Wirtz again, weaving his way through, and a block in front coming from Jonas Ajete. And Semenyo finding an outlet in Jordan Ayew.
Oh, he should have gave it to him. Semenyo was in there.
4th official indicating just 1 minute of stoppage time at the minimum, added on to this first half.
But to your point, yeah, it begs the question, is it worth the gamble? Like doing a check?
They might be checking to see if that was a handball inside of the penalty area on that cutback from Florian Wirtz. And Stuart Atwell, the referee for tonight's friendly, is going to head over to the monitor, and that's Jonas Ajete. It looked like it had come off of either his back or his side at first glance, but clearly VAR wanting Atwell to go take a look.
Now the question is that arm going towards the ball? Is he extending that arm away from his body, Ajete? And from that image, it looks like yeah, but it's also kind of reactionary to the challenge.
But it is going to be a penalty.
The player making himself bigger. Now watch his right arm. Watch Ajete's right arm. And Initially it's tucked in, then he goes towards, he motions towards the ball. And that's where the referee's making the decision. To me, it's a little bit harsh because as he's turning his body, it almost feels like that's a natural.
But it's what you said, he's almost popping it back out again. Kai Havertz scores with calm and with ease, and Germany get their deserved goal at the end of this first half.
Germany definitely had to be patient, and it took it to stoppage time in this first half for them to break the deadlock, and it's Kai Havertz from the penalty spot. Calm and composed as you like. The Arsenal's run. He this time gets across the near post. And Slaughterbeck just gets a little deflection on it, but that's...
Voltemada, clever touch, Gross. Leonard Carl for Voltemada, and it's off the crossbar. And the follow-up chance is denied. That was Alexander Djiku, and that was one of the more scintillating moves we've seen from Germany all night.
Forward play, really slick football, clever movement. The initial touch from Voltemada that opens up the game, and then it's a free header. It's a free header that he finds himself in the end. Looks like he has a sorry beat, but just can't sneak that under the crossbar. You get a look here from the referee's cam. Lennon Carr on that right-hand side came into the game at halftime, does a good job with his combination play.
What was an extremely quick start in Magpie country has turned into a bit of a struggle for Voltemada, but again, this was one of the best moves we've seen from Germany all night. And that referee view gave you just an indication of how much bigger Nick Voltemada is than everybody else on the field as well.
But you saw in that sequence, Voltemada can't believe he doesn't finish from the free header to really announce themselves in another way. We've seen him at the club level do brilliant things, and
Carl, it's a full display in the nutmeg as well, and he wins the free kick. Leonard Carl, stop that.
Just 18 years old. It's a defensive pressure, and then having the guile to just take on 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders, and then to finish it off by drawing the foul with a little cheeky nutmeg. Disrespectful. But just playing always with his head up, Leonard Carl.
Derek Kuhn, Union Berlin man, on top of the set piece, finding Jordan Ayew in space. Tries to put it on frame, and looked like it might have taken a deflection. Much more like it from the Germans after getting grouped in the last 2 World Cups. Kimmich, figured one, turns the corner, good chance here, and Fatawu scores. Germany picked apart, and Abdul Fatawu has been on the field for just several minutes, and Ghana are level in Stuttgart.
Despite Germany's dominance for large spells in this game, the vulnerability was there defensively. That if Ghana could just execute and be clinical with one of these chances, there was a moment to be had. And Cohn in this second half, he's been good, man. He's been more adventurous getting forward, but this time he delivers that ball with quality. The movement from Jordan Ayew to draw a defender, watch Ayew there, running across, so that forces the defenders that have to be honest, they can't step out and press. And it's the new man into the game, Abdul Fatawu, who finishes off purely with that finish. Good strike, picks up the far post, and you see the reaction in the fans. after an incredibly after an incredible defeat and humbling moment against Austria, this is a great response to get themselves back into the game against Germany.
From Kai Havertz right before. Gets it right back, tries to have it in. Goretzka, Leonard Carl, and it sends it wide. Well, the 18-year-old was thinking perhaps that was going to be his first international goal at the senior level.
Now there's some desperate lunges being thrown here from the Ghanaian standpoint. Leonard Carl just tries to get the strike off with the outside of his left foot. Once again, we have the luxury of seeing the referee's perspective and how he witnesses these plays as they unfold. Cut back from Kai Havertz, he's just outside the 6. It just never really makes the contact clean, doesn't even hit the target, it drags it wide. And it's a very similar play now that gets Ghana back into this match.
Schlotterbeck thought about delivery. Rudiger. Sonnet. Galatasaray man has been lively since coming on. Kimmich. Great little ball over the top, pushing down. It's Undav! Well, how fitting is that for the Stuttgart man? The recipient of a silky smooth German move. In this stadium.
Well, it's the man in form in his home stadium where he plays club football who delivers a devastating blow. Marginal and very tight as to where Undav stayed in an onside position, but it's Leroy Sané, the second half sub, who plays the architect with the assist, just puts it into the pathway of Undav, who does so well to get just enough on it. Now watch this little header, little delicate header into the pathway. The first touch, body positioning from Undav keeps the defender out of...
Brown back for Furic. Kimmich. Undav brings it down. And that's going to do it full time. Germany winners over Ghana by a score of 2-1. They win both of their games in this international window.